Hi, and welcome to Discover Oklahoma. I'm Jenifer Reynolds.
And I'm Dean O'Lally. Today we're coming to you from along Route 66 in Arcadia.
You're looking at the creative product of a well-known son of the Mother Road. This Route 66 stop-off belongs to John Hargrove, and he's decorated with anything that relates to the road he loves.
This is a fun sight to see, to say the least, and something else that always catches our attention are the beautiful Oklahoma state parks.
And what a great time of the year to enjoy them. How about a trip now?
Absolutely.
Jason Grubbs is going to take us to Keystone State Park in Sand Springs.
Keystone State Park was established in 1966, and ever since then, people from around the world have been using it as a place to stay and get away.
People from England, Germany, Australia, Switzerland, Canada, and we try to educate them about Oklahoma.
When you stop into the general store at Keystone State Park, you'll probably get to talk with Sharon Webb. She's been here since 1981 and knows every inch of this 723-acre facility.
Our park is divided into countries: Lake Country, Green Country, Red Carpet, and Frontier.
Her favorite neck of the woods is Red Carpet.
When the trees turn colors, that's a beautiful area to walk in.
The falls, it really gets pretty. The trees start changing and all,
David Smith says visitors can find all sorts of activities to do once they get here. It's an easy drive in, right off of Highway 151.
We're just about 20 minutes from Tulsa.
Rent a boat from Pier 51 Marina, or take a dip in Keystone Lake. I'm told there's some great fishing in these waters, a lot of bass and catfish. Maybe surround yourself with Mother Nature while on a hike.
We got 3 different trails about a mile apiece.
You never know what you're going to see.
We have, of course, rabbits, we have raccoons, we have deer.
If you want to stay the night, there are several options.
We have 82 electric and water sites. We have 72 tent sites, which are primitive.
Prices start at $12 a tent per night. It's a little more to hook up an RV or travel trailer. You can also rent one of the 22 cabins.
The cabins are rented all year long. They have fireplaces, so that makes it very nice in the wintertime. 14 of them sleep 4, 5 of them sleep 6, 1 sleeps 10.
There are 2 cabins, which are just for adults. Perfect for a romantic getaway.
And they have a jacuzzi bath, large enough for 2.
Northeast Oklahoma has a lot of natural beauty to offer, and Keystone State Park is nestled in the middle of it all.
Need to come and visit and look it over. It's a pretty place.
Come out and enjoy the park with us. We'd love to have you.
I'm Jason Grubbs for Discover Oklahoma.
If you're looking for ideas on getting outdoors in Oklahoma, we have an incredible resource for you. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and click on Request Free Brochures. We'll send you a copy of the Oklahoma Outdoor Guide, and the best part, it's absolutely free. And so is admission to almost every state park. No charge at all to get in.
And that's wonderful, but our next story does have a fee involved, but I have to tell you, when you're having this much fun, you don't mind paying it at all. It's time to head to Norman and the Oklahoma Motorsports Complex. When you're on a motocross bike, it's as if there is a 3-way connection between rider, motorcycle, and the natural element.
It's kind of a thrill seeker's paradise.
Motocross on one side, go-karts on the other. The Oklahoma Motorsports Complex has one of the top karting tracks in the world. On the go-kart rental side, they call it the driving experience.
And then we have the racing go-kart that you can actually buy a cart and race it here. We do have a full-time kart shop here with the engine room, dyno room, the whole works. And then we do the supermoto racing on the go-kart track, which is the motocross bikes with slick tires. And then, we have the motocross track. And we race motocross and have practice, almost all week long for the motocross bikes. Then we have a small pit bike track or a small motocross track for the young kids.
Brothers Rodney and Brent Berryhill have come a long way since they started racing go-karts when they were 10 years old. And in 1996, they opened this track. So their hobby turned into a business, but it's still also a hobby. If you rent, there are several packages to choose from, all the way up to an hour and 2-hour packages.
Then you can bring your own go-kart, ride all day, spend the day out here. Motocross the same way. You pay a small fee, $20, and you get to ride all day long on the motocross track. Really family-oriented and everything.
People of all ages love go-karts. Drivers do undergo a quick course in track safety and rules before they ride, but once you're out there, wow, there's nothing like speeding around a racetrack in a convertible.
Oh, they can't believe they feel like they're going so fast. When you're a half inch off the ground and you're running 50 mile an hour, they're running as fast as on the highway, pretty much. So, and they just come off and they got a big grin on their face and they just have fun, and it's always, we will be back, or we need to do this again now.
There are some age and height restrictions on the tracks, of course. Crossing over to the motocross side, there seems to be something spiritual required of a driver heading for a downhill jump on a dirt track. It's exhilarating, challenging, and thrilling. It's an adrenaline-pumping activity that demands a high level of concentration that few sports can match.
Motocross has changed a little bit from back years and years ago. They're great big jumps, but they're all safe jumps. If you notice, there's not a lot of big doubles and triples, what they call gap jumps. Everything's filled in, making a tabletop. So if you do happen to come up short on a jump, you're just landing, it's big, but you're just landing right there on the dirt. You're not hitting it and flipping over and stuff like that.
And it's kid friendly and old man friendly, and then still, good track for the fast guys. Everybody kind of enjoys it.
Some say there's a mystical dimension in racing, and it still appeals to the young and young at heart. Adler here has been racing motocross since he was 3. He's now 9. Oklahoma Motorsports can also be the location for your next special event.
Yeah, we do a lot of birthday parties, corporate events, had bachelor parties, divorce parties even. So, don't like to see those, but, we have had a few of those.
You can find hours and fees for this track at the website oklahomamotorsportscomplex.com. Up next on Discover Oklahoma.
You don't have to worry about parking.
The secret way to see downtown OKC without having to search for a parking spot.
Uniquely Oklahoma, that's our thing.
Plus the hot spot to shop in Tulsa that's full of Okie pride.
I have to say our chicken fried steaks and our steaks and salmon are probably our #1 stuff.
And dinner that's worth the drive. We'll show you the Southwestern Oklahoma restaurant where no one minds waiting in line. That's a little bit later right here on Discover Oklahoma. Great travel tips anytime, like Discover Oklahoma on Facebook and follow us on Instagram and Twitter.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from along Route 66. And Dino, I think the Mother Road just keeps getting more popular over time.
I would agree, but also people spend a lot of drive time on I-35. And right off the road, there is a restaurant where everything old is new again. Tina McGarry is going to take us to the renovations at Two Frogs Grill in Ardmore.
Well, we're not like anyone else. Some people say we're kind of like the Hard Rock. Some people say we're kind of like House of Blues, we're this or that, but I disagree.
Aubrey Harris and his wife Angela opened Two Frogs Grill 22 years ago. Their recipe for success was simple: a catchy name, unique vibe, and a menu that boasts flavor and variety.
We wanted to be a personalized rock and roll slash, homemade food place, and it's with all the eclectic food we have, we wanted to be just as eclectic in the restaurant. We wanted a vibe in a small town.
The one-of-a-kind artwork and memorabilia set the stage. Newly remodeled, Two Frogs is edgy but comfortable.
We wanted people to walk in the door, and we wanted them to walk into a space where literally it didn't remind them of any other place, but yet it reminded them of a lot of cool places, right? Because all the amazing artwork, you can look around the walls. This artwork, most of these pictures are unpublished, okay? So although you see a lot of the bands on the walls, right? Most of these are only unique to Two Frogs.
The menu is a potpourri of recipes collected and perfected throughout the years. Every bite is delicious, from the hand-cut steaks and catfish to Two Frogs' award-winning ribs.
Because they're so tender. I mean, we have a different method of cooking them, but those baby back ribs, I mean, anyone from Kansas City, Memphis, whatever, that actually, do a dry rub, rib, they're like, wow, these are amazing.
Trying something new, but when at Two Frogs, you've got to try the frog legs.
Mouth-watering appetizers, flavorful homemade entrees, followed up with delicious desserts. Two Frogs has several signature sweets: the famous apple dumpling, pecan pie, peanut butter satin pie, and New York-style cheesecake.
And what kid or adult wouldn't like a giant cotton candy? Heaven.
And another sweet treat for music lovers. On this stage, every couple of months, Two Frogs hosts bands.
We don't just go grab a band because we want to have a band. We don't do a lot of local bands, but yet every once in a while we'll do a local band. But we really like to do some big shows with some really big name artists, and then we like to bring in some people that won't quite fill a bigger space, so we do it here, or we'll throw an after party, and it just creates a cool environment, and it still keeps the music theme going.
The smaller venue is a favorite for artists like Bret Michaels, and of course fans love the intimate setting. With its great atmosphere and delicious food, Two Frogs is sure to be a crowd pleaser. In Ardmore, I'm Tina McGarry, discovering Oklahoma.
There's so much to see and do in Ardmore, it's a natural pit stop for anyone driving I-35 in southern Oklahoma. To learn more about what you can see and do, order a copy of our Ardmore brochure. Just head to our website, travelok.com, and click on where it says Request Free Brochures. 90 minutes north of Ardmore is the heart of Oklahoma City, where some folks are finding it's better to explore the sights on two wheels. Quinn Tran has the story.
More people are living, working, and exploring downtown Oklahoma City. One way to dodge the tight traffic: hop on a bike.
You don't have to worry about parking. You see a lot more things when you're on a bike. It's healthy and active.
Brent Tonko is the general manager of Spokies, a bike share program that launched in downtown Oklahoma City in 2012. Open year-round, Spokies features a fleet of 30 bikes located in 8 different stations in the downtown area. Spokies is convenient for locals and popular with visitors.
And then it's perfect really for tourists who come into town, don't really know much about the city, like from Bricktown Ballpark to the Myriad Gardens, or if they want to, grab some ice cream at Kaiser's, they can do that, or if they even can hop on the river trail. It's a great transportation tool. It's a great way to get around town where you really can discover parts of the city that you might not be able to discover if you're in a car. On top of that, too, Spokies, we do have a website where you can go online to the map on our website, and it shows you real-time data as to where the stations are, and if you click on one of the stations, it shows you exactly how many bikes are at that station, so you can know in advance if there are enough bikes for you and your group.
It's really neat to see how booming it is now and see all the development in the downtown and midtown areas.
New to the metro, Sean and Cassie Bell use Spokies bikes to get around and discover Oklahoma City's downtown landmarks.
I'm not a great navigator when it comes to traffic, so it's definitely takes some stress off of me, and I can actually enjoy some scenery and enjoy looking around, and I definitely see more on a bike than I do when I'm stressed out in traffic. So
yeah, and these aren't road bikes. They're not uncomfortable. They've got good heft to them. They kind of feel like a tank. They're easy to turn and to drive, and they definitely feel Oklahoma City, kind of with the blue and orange kind of thunderish color, so it definitely feels like Oklahoma City pride.
The latest way to cruise downtown. In Oklahoma City, Quinn Tran, Discover Oklahoma.
You can try out Spokies with a day pass for $5, or you can even get an annual membership for $75. You can read more about Spokies at their website, spokiesokc.com. Coming up on Discover Oklahoma.
When you drive out here, I mean, you really don't know this exists until you come out here.
A hidden gem in the heart of southwest Oklahoma. The great place to eat coming up when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Hot off the press. Order your free copy of the 2015 Oklahoma Travel Guide and get an all-access pass to the very best places, attractions, and activities Oklahoma has to offer. Go online to travelok.com and order your free copy today.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you from Johns, Oklahoma County, Route 66. It's a whole collection of interesting, iconic things to take pictures of. One of many places along this great road where you can find unique photo opportunities.
Absolutely, and if you're really looking for authentic Okie souvenirs or gifts from right here in Oklahoma, we have a place that you need to visit. Julie Chen is going to take us to the 1907 store in Broken Arrow.
Uniquely Oklahoma, that's our thing.
At 1907, every day is a celebration of all things Oklahoma.
We wanted something Oklahoma-y, but you had to think about it a little bit, so 1907, the year we became a state.
And this store isn't just named after our great state. Everything you find in here is made in Oklahoma.
And you pretty much have what you would get at a normal store. It's just made by somebody here.
Brother-sister pair Nate and Bree Kaywood run the boutique. It's packed with thousands of original items created by Okies.
Probably 50 or so different t-shirts, a ladies' clothing line, and then all of our jewelry, they're one of a kind, so every piece is different. Then we work with, probably have like 60 different types of like food, because we do like Oklahoma gift baskets and stuff.
You'll also find candles, skin products, and soap created and cut by the Kaywoods in the store. T-shirts are a top seller.
We work about 10 different screen print shops around the state, so I like to say I do the hunting for the cool shirts so you don't have to.
And here's a fun twist with those tees.
Pac-Man's on free play all the time. If you beat my top score, you get a free t-shirt.
Game on! I'm very competitive, Nate. Okay, I'm sorry. I will do my stand-up, but this is really fun. Woo! I made it to the end. Don't worry, I'm not near your 34,000 though. Oh. Oh, that hurts my heart.
2 years strong, nobody's gotten a free t-shirt.
Oh yeah, Pac-Man's fun. Kids like that too.
Customers also like the price point.
I have a baby and a stepdaughter, and I don't have a whole lot of money, but I can still afford to come in here and look for jewelry or clothing or stuff for the house.
Yeah, we have ranging from a couple of bucks all the way to a couple $100. It depends on, you know, the item and the thing.
1907. It's not just the year of Oklahoma statehood. It's a great place to shop and celebrate our state.
We're supporting us, you know. You can go to the mall and get stuff from China, but at the end of the day, that's not helping our economy. That's not helping your neighbors. And so I think people like that we're focused on what actually helps our state.
In Broken Arrow, I'm Julie Chin, discovering Oklahoma.
Now, if you're looking for unique places to shop in Oklahoma, we've made it easy for you to find those. Just go to our website, travelok.com, and then type the word shopping into the search bar.
Next on Discover Oklahoma.
God had put, you know, just a little diamond in the rough right in the middle of Medicine Park, and this, you know, here we are.
Food so good, it's heavenly. We'll show you this hidden hot spot when Discover Oklahoma continues.
Oklahoma, where the wind comes sweeping down the plain, and the waving wheat can sure smell sweet when the wind comes right behind the rain. Oklahoma, every night, my honey lamb and I sit alone and talk
and watch a hawk
making lazy circles in the sky. We know we belong
to the land,
and the land we belong to is grand. And when we say, we're only saying you're doing fine.
Oklahoma,
Oklahoma,
hey, Oklahoma, okay.
Oklahoma, come see for yourself.
You forgot the honey lamb.
Welcome back to Discover Oklahoma, coming to you along Route 66 near Arcadia.
And with any road trip, you're going to have to stop and get a bite to eat. We all know that very well. Lauren Ferrum found a place actually that's over 100 years old. It's called the Old Plantation Restaurant.
The Old Plantation has been a staple here in Medicine Park since 1905. It's been a hotel, it's been a restaurant, and it reopened about 8 years ago, and folks around here are glad to have it back.
As soon as the word got out the Old Plantation was back open, I mean, it was, just lined out the door. It was crazy. I've never seen anything like it, and then till this day, every day, it just keeps growing.
Old Plantation restaurant owners Chad Thornton and Brandon Guthrie had a tall order to fill when they reopened the Old Plantation restaurant almost 8 years ago because of this building's Medicine Park history.
We're told it was opened in 1905 is when it first opened as a hotel. And the downstairs used to be I guess the bars up front, and then this used to be a dance area where our kitchen is now. It used to have pool tables. And it used to kind of just be a hangout spot is what it used to be.
There are even rumors that a very famous duo spent time around these parts.
All right, Brandon, this is Bonnie and Clyde?
Yes. Yeah, supposedly they came through. I'm not 100% sure when they did. But yeah, the rumor is that they stayed in the area and had a good time, I guess.
They could have stayed right here in the Grand Hotel.
After it was the Grand Hotel, Grandma Leith and her husband Rex opened up the Old Plantation restaurant. Brandon and Chad have tried to keep some of the same traditions Grandma started in the 70s, including her old rocking chair that she used to tell stories from.
Back in the day, Grandma used to serve a steak that hung over the plate. So we serve a 22-ounce sirloin is what we were told she served, so that's what we serve.
They've also added some new menu items that are big hits.
We do a smoked salmon that's really awesome if you like, that. And I have to say our chicken fried steaks and our steaks and salmon are probably our number one stuff.
The Old Plantation offers wonderful food and a rich history. It has also brought new life back to this special town.
When you drive out here, I mean, you really don't know this exists until you come out here. When you think of Oklahoma, you think of flat, you think of dry, you think of hot, you think of, everything pretty much grass dead, trees dying. But Medicine Park is just like, God had put, just a little diamond in the rough right in the middle of Medicine Park, and just, here we are.
Discovering Oklahoma, I'm Lauren Ferrum.
You can search for restaurants like Old Plantation on our website, travelok.com. Just click up on top where it says dining for dozens of great ideas.
We want to take a moment now to say thank you to John's OK County 66 for hosting us this week. This is a fun place about 2 miles from the Round Barn in Arcadia. Actually, John says it is exactly 2 miles from the Round Barn in Arcadia. You'll know you're there when you
see half a Volkswagen sticking out of the building.
John doesn't keep regular hours, but if you drive by and the gate's open, come on in.
All right, coming up next Saturday on Discover Oklahoma, get ready for a mouth-watering look at some of the best pies in the state. We'll show you where to get them.
And then come along with me as my family hikes to the highest point in the state. Don't miss our visit to Black Mesa next Saturday right here on Discover Oklahoma.
So until next time, remember,
there's always something to discover in Oklahoma. Production vehicle provided by the Oklahoma Ford Dealers, official partner of the Oklahoma Tourism and Recreation Department.